can be something. Do you have enough court?
Are we going now?
Okay.
Yeah.
We've been live.
Yeah.
Just like
Past hour, bro.
just like Joe Rogan, we just started. Just like Joe Rogan. How's that one? He just kicked that out there.
Crazy.
Yeah, just a little bit. My hand might fall here at some point, but
Just take me out to dinner later, huh?
because Korean barbecue, millions.
Oh, they know.
They better sponsor this. All right. How's it, everybody? Aloha and welcome to another episode of Howsdis podcast, filmed right here on location at the beautiful Twin Fin Waikiki. You guys see us rocking over here every other month, okay? Some more than others. Yeah, I'm here every month, seems like. Right, Blair? But this is a very special podcast because the Twin Fin has set up an ambassadorship program that I am so stoked to be a part of. I think it gives, you know what I mean, like people in the community, the movers and the shakers, people who have a voice and are trying to do good. It really just gives them good support, and it shows that support as a partner. So I just want to give a special thanks to Twin Fin Waikiki for allowing us to come together and use your guys' space to just really get to know each other. And that's kind of the premise for today. I know for some of us, we've never been on podcasts before, but and some of us have. Yeah. But I personally don't know you guys as much as I'd like to. We've done events before here, but we're always mixing and mingling. So yeah, I think this is just a killer opportunity to just really just talk story and get to know each other. So I'm gonna just introduce myself first to you guys. My name is Xavier Cummings and I'm from Kauai. I'm a content creator. I do that full time. I started a podcast, so this works out perfectly for kind of what I've been trying to build in the last few months. And I started doing sketch comedy while I was working as a custodian. And long story short, the sketch comedy and funny skits and stuff has gotten me out of working with the state. So. Yeah.
No better snaps.
Yeah, I mean, literally from that to this. So, and I'm just super grateful. I'm super stoked that I can be here in this space with you guys and meet other people, in Hawaii who are doing just other amazing things. Like I know my lane and my avenue, and I have my circle of people who I work with, but it's cool to see other people in Hawaii kind of doing the same stuff, like me and Kama. I've had Kama on the podcast twice already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was cool to talk story beyond even just the Instagram, social media. And I think that's a huge reason why I started the podcast, is to really give the followers and the supporters a better understanding of like who I am, who we are outside of what we're known for on social. And with that being said, I think for me, I would appreciate if we could just like kind of go down the line and introduce yourself, tell us what it is you do, and how you've kind of fast track how you've got into where you started to here as a Twin Fin, ambassador and a part of the collective. Britt, we can start with you, Britt.
I was like looking down. I'm like, oh, is it my turn? My name is Brittany. I live in Eva Beach.
Eva, huh?
76.
76.
Oh, what was that?
We gotta tag that. We gotta, yeah.
Gang signs over here.
Oh yeah. No. Oh, I almost heard the illegal fireworks, but it's not Friday yet.
But I'm a professional surfer and breath worker. I was competing from pretty much 12 all the way till COVID, and I feel like just like with anyone kind of change trajectories for a lot of people. So I started branching into more like the free surfing route, and I'm trying to create films and do a little bit more artistic route. Still applying surfing, and then incorporating breath work, and yeah, just and then I guess about a year ago, 11-17 reached out to me to join the team, and this is so cool because I haven't actually really stayed in a hotel in Waikiki, and it's just it was never really an opportunity for me, so it's been quite luxurious to come every month and
so cool.
enjoy it here.
Britt, I'm gonna just say right here, right on the record, if you have extra stays that you're gonna try and kick off to someone, brother needs it. Okay.
Send it this way.
Yeah.
I know. I'd be like, I could stay here way more often for sure.
Yeah. Oh, not that kind of December 16th to the 31st. She's just balling.
Yeah.
You're just staying here through Christmas.
I know, just racking it in.
For someone who doesn't surf, like what is the difference between free surfing and just, you know, before, like what you used to do?
So pretty much there's a couple different avenues you can take as a professional surfer. You can commit to the qualifying series, at least I'm speaking for shortboarding. You can do the qualifying series, which eventually will get you onto the world tour, or for doing the more free surfing route, you prioritize social media and you know, try to create like films. And my goal is to hopefully inspire people to get in the water more and be more active, and kind of just, I'm trying to send a little bit more of a message to people that I just didn't really prioritize when I was competing.
Sick. Nah, because I mean, I just think that's super killer, right? Because we live in like a time. So my brother skateboards, but he doesn't know. Well, for me, I'm like, dude, if you want to do this professionally, like, you know what I mean? Like, you probably shouldn't be with your other friends who isn't taking it that serious. You know what I mean? Who's kind of taking you out of like, just being at the skate park every day. And it's not something that I'm mad about. It's just something that I want to give him clarity, which is like, we live in a day and age where you could totally be, so Jason Park is a skateboarder who does like free skating, essentially. Now that you say it, I'm like, oh, that's totally what he is. He's like a free skater, which he does like more like, you know, crazy tricks, and he documents a lot of his life, which is his brand. He's not just a skater, right? He does a lot for like the keiki and stuff like that. So that's just really cool.
Yeah, we're so lucky that this is kind of the first time that we can profit off of our personalities.
Yeah.
You know, and we just got to make sure that we're sending out a good message, of course. But I'm super excited and grateful for this route I'm taking in life for sure. It's pretty rad.
Sick. Right
so
on.
Cool.
Yeah, killer. Sister Khalees, we don't cruise often either. I don't think any of us do, yeah. I know Kama and we never cruise. Lord knows her schedule.
I don't want to talk about it.
But my name is Khalees Kalewapa'a. I was born and raised in Waikiki, and I am a professional surfer. I'm just really stoked when I first joined the team at the Twin Fin. You know, being born and raised here, you see a lot of like money-hungry companies, especially hotels. So it's very rare that like a locally run hotel is like so invested in giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that was so like special to me, and I was like, that's a no-brainer. I'll like, you know, be a part of this brand, because giving back to my community is like something that I'm always passionate about. So being able to have this platform with, you know, Twin Fin and everybody is really nice.
Preach. That was
Yeah.
great. Wow.
There you go.
That was good.
And what is it that you spend your time most doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you known for on social? And then I also have like a follow-up question even after that.
I'm super thankful for, you know, what I'm doing in life. I'm pretty much just surf as my profession. So I'll travel and do contests, kind of like what Britt was saying, you know. So that's kind of my route.
When did you start that?
I started competing maybe around the age of 10, but I've been like surfing on a board since I was like a baby.
Opposite of me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. aside from surfing, like what do you do that maybe people don't know, that like something that you're into?
I'm really into gardening. I'm super passionate about, you know, Hawaiian culture and heritage and like all that kind of stuff too. I feel like that's something I kind of lean towards when I'm outside of the water, but it's very rare that I'm outside of the water. I always find myself, you know, at the beach playing with like the kids and whatnot. So it's like my life is pretty much involved with surfing and the ocean.
So if I go to your garden, the thing all buffalo grass is what you tell me.
Not today. I went this morning.
Oh, okay.
I cleaned it up.
Cherry.
Spent my time, but
Cherry.
yeah.
Nah, I was just we're camping in Miloli'i, but we're doing some conservation work. Yeah. We can get into that too if we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to give everybody the rundown of kind of how we got from point A to point B. But I was out there in Miloli'i, and it's this part of Nepali coast which is only accessible by boat and helicopter. Long story short, we were there doing some conservation work. And initially the plan, at least in my mind, was we get in there Monday, you know, we're removing lantana and other invasive plants, and then building fences around those sections so that we can see, well, for one, keep the goats out, and then see how the native plants, you know, what they do. But Tuesday, we was notified that there might be a storm, that there was a storm. Okay, apparently had one storm that I never know about. Tuesday comes and we're already at Miloli'i, and Sista, who was facilitating everything, she's like, "Oh, yeah, so there's a storm coming. It's kind of out offshore, but if the weather, it's supposed to hit tomorrow. If the weather's bad tomorrow, into Thursday, then we're not gonna be able to get out of here." And then I was like, a little bit small, kind of scratching my head, because I was like, "Oh no, wait, you not getting out of here. I gotta get out of here because I get this. I have this." And I was telling Kimo them from 1117, I said, "Bruh, Hawaiian, what do you need? I get the mics, I get the soundboard, I get everything you guys need. Yeah, we got this. Let's rock it." Because we've been wanting to do a live podcast for forever. So, brother, long story short, by the grace of the brother above, this morning, okay, we wake up and my partner, who is flying out to the Arctic tomorrow, is like, "Oh, Z, bro, there's a boat somehow like docked off like 100 yards out." I'm like, "Oh, crazy. Let's ask Sista if we can, you know, jump on it." She said, "Yeah." We had to, Kelly's, Britt, for you surfers, for you water women, we had to swim on one longboard, all this gear and our clothes and everything else on one damn longboard, 100 yards out. Okay, and I don't know if you ever had lay on one longboard with one Pelican case and couple trash bags, but you're doing a yoga pose that I promise you're not supposed to be doing. Okay, your lumbar is just catching hell. All right, while trying to paddle. So you're not just holding the position. You're active. You're activating the L1 and the
what does that look like? What does that look like?
I mean,
I'm trying to envision.
I mean, my Pico was. I was telling everybody, my Pico almost went from an innie to an outie.
Oh,
just sheer just tension. You know what I mean? It was not even a joke. I was just, and there's sharks. I mean, right? I mean, you're in the water. You're in their home, so you know they're there, right? They're not there, right? That's where else they're gonna be. Not up in the mountains, right?
not
So
wrong.
they're right. At least not on Kauai. I don't know, Oahu, Eva Beach. You guys might have some. You guys have some Mauka shark, mano. Okay, mano. Yeah, sorry. I was so yeah. Anyway, we're here. We made it. That was 8 a.m. this morning. I had to swim to shore with all my belongings, and then was stranded at the farthest, most west beach on Kauai, which is so far. And then yeah, we're here. But
Goodness.
yeah, thank you guys.
Look at us now. Got everybody here. It's good vibes.
Oh, if the vibes were any better, I promise you guys would be trying to jump in the water from up here.
Oh.
And we're 21 stories up. Can't be doing that. You know what I mean? It's the Coconut Club.
Thanks.
Come on. But K Shmurda.
Oh.
Brother, you
Yeah,
can
new nicknames, huh? All right. All
get on
right.
the spot.
It's my new Instagram handle right
Oh,
there.
thank you. Hey, you better start another one.
Hey,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm gonna come right behind and steal your.
Oh, okay.
Steal-
Someone in the audience, can someone save that for me? But nah, I'm just my name is Cameron Keola, and very grateful just to be here with everyone. So thank you for everyone who came and just to have a conversation with us. I started out shooting shore break with a GoPro, and one thing led to another, and here I am, Twin Fin ambassador. you
When
know?
was that you started? Because there was a point, brother, where everybody was you know me.
Yeah.
Cousin, GoPro was all selfie mode, but I was trying to catch the waves.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I started about 2013, 2014, and
Early.
yeah, just about where the technology was good for GoPro, and yeah, every opportunity I was at the beach, and I was telling Kama earlier that the photography and the beach, it was kind of like my teacher. It kept me out of trouble, and it kept me in a good space. Every opportunity I had, I was in the water. No matter what the conditions was. Like, I didn't know what a surf report was. My grandma was dropping me off at the bus stop at 4:30 in the morning. I was catching a bus to Sandy Beach.
Fool.
They don't know. Maybe I hitchhiked a few times, and I got here a little earlier than I expected. But
Now they know.
yeah, nowadays can I?
Now they know.
yeah.
This going live soon.
Oh, nah, they won't see the link. Just edit it out, yeah. Just tell your editor.
Yeah, we'll block your grandma.
Yeah, okay,
Straight
okay.
up.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
All right.
I love.
Oh.
For their safety.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Not for me, for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hate them, block them.
No, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's it's the new slogan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went from GoPro and I got a real camera, and I realized that I love more than just capturing the ocean, but like beautiful moments with people. And thanks to Zach and Kimo at 1117, they gave me a chance to really fulfill like photography full time. And now I realize I want to do more than just take photos, shoot videos, produce, and all these amazing things that make up a beautiful movie, commercial, whatever it is. So yeah, one thing led to another, and all thanks to the ocean, and that it was an amazing teacher that got me to where I am today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's super killer, because I think it's one thing to do like what brings you the most joy.
Yep.
And it's another thing to find yourself in a position where you're like, oh, bro, wait, I'm getting straight paid for this.
Yep.
Right now I can do this sustainably. Because that's always the thing with, I think, people who are, on the side of social that we're on. It's like, this is what I love, obviously, and how do I get to a point where I can do this long term, And I feel like that's what, at least with the influencers and the other content creators that I talk to, that seems to be the biggest problem for them. So I mean, I just want to reinforce how sick that is, and I'm super stoked for you, because shout out to Zach and Kimo, to have you working in something that you enjoy doing is freaking huge, bro. Yeah.
100%. And it's like, it's not every day I pick up a camera, but I still get to be around the cameras, around the people that make up these amazing sets and these beautiful moving imagery and all those things. So it comes down to investing in yourself and having people around you that believe in you and give you that shot. And what Britt was saying is we're investing in ourselves instead of going the traditional route of things, because we're in a new age now than what most people realize. Like, you can make a name for yourself just the power of your phone and like building an audience and just really connecting with people. And I think that's the beauty of it, is just being able to connect with people on a whole different level. It's like you're reaching thousands, if not millions of people sometimes, right? And it's just, it blows your mind. Like, tell my grandma, yeah, grandma, like 1,000 people seen my video, 1 million people seen this video. What? You're tripping out, right? And you're like, geez. So yeah, just the beauty of the technology we have today, we're able to grow beyond the traditional route.
But it's a lot of work, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of work, a lot of stress.
Yeah, I mean,
I got gray hairs, bro.
Hawaiian, don't. I was hoping nobody was gonna bring that up. Honestly, no, I didn't have time to dye my hair.
Oh, what?
Yeah, every time before camera, I dye my hair.
You got a guy?
I just joking.
To go to?
No, it's just Bosley.
You just
Bosley for men. They
Oh,
have
okay,
it.
okay.
Walmart.
New sponsor of the
I
podcast.
know.
They're expensive though. Now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, reach out to him. We'll make it happen, huh?
yeah. Can't do the sun in anymore. Too thick.
Oh, that was good. Sun-in
Too
was
thick,
good.
the hair. Yeah.
Sun-in was good.
Yeah. See, this is what I told you. I end up.
my hair.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work on your hair, yeah.
So bad.
Chili's. If
Mine's
roll,
dead.
yeah.
Elise was born with sun-in. Like, man, she just goes outside and
I know, surfer hair built in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Salt water and sun.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
there's a song, by
karaoke.
Kolohikai
Ew.
Ehu Girl. Yeah,
My jam.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
her.
About you, not your jam.
I
It's
wish.
Which one is? How does that one go?
you're my pretty little Ehu girl who
Copyright.
got me a fool in. Something like that. I don't really know the song. You know what I mean? I don't know it like word for word, but like the cadence, the tempo,
Nah, that was great.
the beat, the pitch. I got it.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Thank you, Kama.
You're welcome.
Kama. Me and you, brah. I mean, straight up, we don't get along. You
Not
know?
at all.
I mean,
It's
I've
actually
had
so
you.
far away.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, no. Honestly, I mean, if I could, this thing just doesn't reach. But I would have been where Brit was.
If it was up to me, I would have been outside on the
Oh.
Coconut
Oh.
Club looking over the
Aye,
sun.
she would have been watching the fireworks from Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah, no act. You guys know get Eva Beach is holding right now for New Year's already. But Kama, I was talking a little bit too much already. But please introduce yourself and tell people. I know I got to talk to you for over 4 hours on this podcast already.
Yeah.
So I have a pretty good understanding of who you are and kind of like what you're really into and your motives are. But I mean, if you want to just introduce yourself and just share a little bit.
Yeah. So by me saying that I hate Z, that was just a joke. Honestly, out of everyone on the panel, Z and I have definitely gotten to know each other through business and social media, and we've actually known each other for a while, but like he said, our schedules are just nuts. Like, it's so hard to even get this many like celebrities in a room, or like influencers and people of influence sitting down at the same time. So this is just awesome, and I'm just so thankful for the teams of both like everybody here, Twin Fin, 1117, everyone's just been doing an awesome job of like creating this space where like awesome, good people can come together and just share their stories. So I'm thankful for that. My background is that I'm a professional softball player. I've been playing softball for around like 20-ish years now. So it's been a long time coming.
How old you, Hawai'i?
26.
Rah. So somebody was on the board since they was long.
I started when I was like 8, I think.
Good grief. I don't
Yeah. I started when I was around like 6, 8-ish is when I started to like get more coordination. But yeah, I feel like, first of all, that's something that you have to start early to go pro in literally any sport. And so I'm originally a pro softball player. I'm a pro softball pitcher. I play in the U.S. and then I also play for the Puerto Rican national team, where I've gotten the opportunity to just travel the world. I played in college at UC Berkeley, and just so blessed at my whole softball experience because I'm known as one of the trailblazers here in Hawaii. So it's been really cool and really awesome to see just the support of, Hawaii and just the softball community worldwide just coming and supporting. And then I feel like now, do you guys know who like Marshawn Lynch is, Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. Yeah, how come? What?
Shaq.
Yeah, no, drop it like it's hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, guys. I feel like now that I'm still an active professional softball player, but you know how they just do side quests? Like, you see them popping up in like commercials and movies and like these random things, and you're like, why is Snoop Dogg narrating like Discovery Channel? Like, what? Why? That's the question that I want people to just think of when they see me nowadays, because like I still play, but holy smokes, now it's just been like fun, like modeling, talking on the news, just entertainment, sports, everything and anything that I can get my hands into. Business, I'm on the team with Hawaii Candy Factory NOMS, so that's a huge operation. So just like nonprofit work. It's just everything and anything that I can just, I think a lot of us in life just want to do all of these crazy things, but people just sometimes hold themselves back because they think like, oh, like I'm supposed to be an athlete. And that's like thoughts that I've had for a long time of like, why would I go and sing on stage? Like I'm supposed to be an athlete, but I've done that too. Like, why is the question that probably just popped into all of your heads. But I've done it. And, and my cousins and everyone like ragged on me. Like, why would you do that? Like, what? Like, do you even sing good? But like, people invited me to go. They've heard my voice. They were inviting me. And like, who am I to be the one to be like, no, So I'm in a stage of my life where I still love sports, and it's given me this like really awesome platform here in Hawaii and then like worldwide with my international ball. But I think that I'm really just in a place of trying everything, doing everything, connecting with good people, and just, I don't know, you'll when people ask me what I do, I have to pause. I'm still trying to formulate what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little bit about my story.
I love that. Yeah. I love that you didn't box yourself in. I think as an athlete, I think anyone when they're younger growing up, you want to fit into certain groups, or you want to just fully embody like this role that you think is the coolest. And I can relate to that now that I'm not competing. Before I only wanted to ride shortboards and nothing else. I thought it would mess up my style or whatever, and now I ride literally anything, and then I'm branching into other things that I enjoy. And so yeah, I think it's so rad that you're going on this journey.
I think that's awesome, because I think that everyone throughout life will just continue to recreate themselves, and I think it's about just going out there and planting a bunch of seeds, trying a bunch of different things, and seeing what grows the biggest, what grows the fastest, and trying new things and just being kind of fearless. And I think that anyone can relate, whether it's in sports, business, life. I think there's something secret that we're all thinking about right now in our own head of like, maybe people in our lives wouldn't accept us for it, but wouldn't it be cool to just, life is short. Wouldn't it be cool to just go for it and like do it and say like, oh, if I ran through my bucket list, like it would be crazy right now. Like I just do things just to, we never know if tomorrow's promised. I just do things to do it at this point.
I love that. Yeah, that's so good.
I think that's super cool. I think at some point, like, or I guess, was there a point where you realized when, so you're an athlete and that's kind of what you're known for. That's through and through what you've done from when you were 6 years old. At what point did you realize, was it moving home, or was it different opportunities reaching out like, oh, we want you to speak on this panel, or we want you to judge this, or we want you to do X, Y, or Z? Was there a point where you're like, oh, but is there something that you're like, oh, but that's not what I do? You know what I mean?
That's a hammer question. And it's cool because, talking about judging on panels, I've been a judge for films. I've just got asked to be a judge for a comedy show. I've done like so many random side quests. I like to call them side quests, like the queen of side quests. You will see me like doing an ad for something super random. And just know, especially since I got to talk to all of you guys and everyone in this room, like just know what's going through my head is like, oh my gosh, there she goes again. Like just know that in your heart, since you guys know me now. But I think there was a time when I was playing sports and I felt super boxed in, and I didn't like want to go out there and do all of these things. But I think what kind of prompted me to move forward is that I started to reach the cap of like my sports ceiling, and not in terms of being physically able to play, but in terms of like I've checked everything off of my list.